Hello, people. I am sure that most of you know the question of who Dylan Alfighting Argos White's next adversary will be has been answered, and undoubtedly, to no one's amazement, it was acknowledged to be Alexander. Why did they make Molonarium Band Povetkin? It has been public knowledge for some time now that Povetkin's name was incorporated into an Argos wish list of boxers that Dillian Whyte Argos White could challenge. Now, by no means was Povetkin Dillian Whyte Argos White's preferred adversary. That honor fell to Andy Get Some Nuts Ruiz Jr., but he failed to step up to the plate, which is quite unusual for Andy. I mean, he usually always steps up to the plate, but in this instance, Andy Get Some Nuts Ruiz Jr. rejected not one but two offers to face Dillian Alfighting Argos White. One offer, which was in the region of $2 million, would have seen the bout take place in the UK. The second offer of $5 million would have seen the bout take place in America. Now, Dylan Alfighting Argos White, who is the WBC interim heavyweight champion and mandatory challenger for the WBC champion, is endangering his painfully achieved position against an extremely troublesome opponent who has an exceptional resume, who is an Olympic gold medalist, a former WBA World Heavyweight Champion on May the 2nd at the Manchester Arena. I genuinely believe this fight is a perilous fight for Dylan and fighting Argos White. He didn't have to choose Povetkin. He could have just lingered around fighting effortless opponents on undercards, just like Luis 50-year-old Ortiz and Dominic Bumzil did, and waited for his world title opportunity, which is supposed to be before February 2021. So Dylan, Alfighting Argos White, has demonstrated that he is a legitimate champion at heart. Now, a substantial amount of Wilder fangirls who make up a minuscule amount of Deontay Windmill Wilder fans will be ranting and raving that Povetkin is an aged and vulnerable fighter, in spite of the fact they allege Luis 50-year-old Ortiz is a tremendous heavyweight. Luis 50-year-old Ortiz is not only older than Povetkin but has an inferior resume to Povetkin. Not to mention the fact that Luis 50-year-old Ortiz has never won an Olympic medal, let alone a gold medal, and has never possessed a heavyweight world championship, both of which Alexander Povetkin has possessed in his lengthy boxing career. Now, Dylan, fighting Argos White, usually fights at the O2 Arena in London. Although he has fought in the Manchester Arena previously against Derek Higlasmisizora. Of course, that was their first fight when Derek Higlasmisizora hurled a table at Dylan. Right now, as things stand, Dylan Alfighting Argos White is ranked number 2 in the Ring Magazine heavyweight rankings, and Alexander, why did they make Molonarium Band Povetkin, occupies the number 6 position. So that is two top 10 heavyweights fighting one another. That doesn't usually happen unless it's for a world title. This is a sensational fight, one I will be looking forward to. Having said that, the name this fight has been given is somewhat dull in my humble opinion. Maximum violence. Maximum violence. Maximum violence. Why not East versus West? Or the Battle of the Left Hooks? Or the Battle of the B samples? The Clash of the Pharmacies, perhaps? Now, both Dylan and Povetkin were cleared of drug use. People, I'm not somebody who believes that they are guilty. They were both cleared. Anyway, people edit the used car salesman Hearn. put out an absolutely sensational tweet. I completely and utterly agree with this tweet that Eddie, the used car salesman, had put out. He says, "Don't blink." I totally agree. I personally would not blink in a room with a Jamaican, an Eastern European, and most especially a conman. People, for the first time, I'm actually agreeing with Eddie, the used car salesman Hearn, and I would not blink in that particular room, especially with the conman in the middle. Now, people, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.